cursing over here, and let's talk about it. Young Buck, the Buckmeister. Now, Young Buck is serious about this. He's actually filed a junction with his lawyers for an audit into 50 Cent and G Unit Records. From what I've heard, Young Buck is upset because he was supposed to, when he wanted to leave, he never got his freedom from G Unit Records. So he was under the impression that he had served his contract and he was a free agent. But he was owed money that he was supposed to be getting from his royalties because somebody told him, hey, you should be getting money from royalties, from back royalties. Yeah, you didn't get any royalty money? No, man. 50 ain't never gave me nothing. Nothing like that. He want me to see, he keep talking about I owe him money for some back taxes. Man, you playing games. You really slick, bruh. You paying me with my own money. That's dirty, boy. But I got something for you, Foofy. I got something for you, Foofy. So, anyhow, that's how he's been going around doing this whole campaign because he was unhappy because he thought he was going to be released. And 50 wouldn't let him go and give him the walking papers. Just let me go, man. Pay me what you owe me and let me go, man. I don't want your money. I just want my money. Pay me my money, man. Pay me my money so I could go, man. You could keep yours. Just pay me mine. Just tell me the money gonna be there. Can you do that for me, Foofy? So, anyway, Fifth sent him a legal cease and desist on using his name, 50 Cent. So he can no longer legally use 50 Cent, or he will be, visited, especially on social media or anything else. Young Buck is signed to him, so he knows that this is very much a binding deal. So I ain't got to say your name. Everybody know who I'm talking about when I say your name. So anyhow, the legal implications is that since he signed to G Unit Records, that he wants to open the books to make sure he wasn't owed anything, and 50 Cent would have to explain if 50 Cent is held liable or the judge says 50 Cent has to open the books when this thing does go to court, or they do get the motion or whatever the paperwork to have the junction to have those books released. Because from what the records that they have, they estimate about a few $1,000,000 Young Buck should have coming in back royalties. But in 50 Cent's defense, he's going to say, well, Buck had other expenses that we, the record company, had to pay for him, including the taxes and all of these different things. And his royalties wasn't enough to pay all these different things. And there was other expenses. And they'll have to prove all that by the paperwork in the books. Now, what Young Buck probably doesn't understand is that the company G Unit was restructured and rebranded and into the Unit. Okay, the Unit was another label. It's not under the same entity. So when he came back the last time, he wasn't signed to G Unit Records. He was with the Unit. And, he was happy because the money was up front. 50 just got his Interscope settlement money. So he was free to partner with whoever he wanted to and distribute it however he chose to. Now, Young Buck would have to prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that he didn't owe a lot of these expenses that he might have thought was paid for already. Young Buck has already proven that he's bad with money. And when it comes to paperwork and things of that nature, he bought a lot of cars with his money. He bought some houses because he thought it was his and he didn't have to pay taxes for some stupid reason. When him and 50 Cent had the same lawyer. We got the same lawyer, but if you have problems, I mean, the lawyer told you himself, man, that you have problems. Because he brought it to me, man. He said, man, you need to talk to your boy, man. Your boy got some problems on his hands. And I had to come bail you out. Because you out here spending money like crazy, man. So you owe money, man. How many times, man, did I have to pay $250,000 for your taxes? Huh? Once, twice, 3 times? Come on, Buck. Man, start doing the math, man. Because it's obviously you're not good with numbers. You're good at spending the money, but you ain't good. I mean, he thinking that he sold records like Lil Wayne to somebody. Like he sold like Lil Wayne and Jeezy. They sold millions of records, Buck. Your album sold like 600,000. You know, and the last one you did, that didn't even go gold. That Buck the World, we lost money on that. We took a loss. I mean, to tell you the truth, on the last G Unit album, Terminate on Sight, G Unit, I mean, Buck is not even a member of G Unit at that time. He's a feature artist. You know, he signed to G Unit Records at that time, but he's still on the label. You know, he can't move. But he was a feature artist. So he was paid as a feature. He wasn't paid as a member of G Unit. See, he was signed to the label, but he was no longer a member of G Unit. So I think that's where he's probably getting things confused at that time. Because the only time he was in the group is when we did the first album. You see? You know, I think rappers are just really dumb. You know what I'm saying? I think they're really stupid. I don't think they really understand exactly what they're like signing and getting involved into. Do you think like I was just gonna let it go with my money? I mean, he knows me. When have I ever been not serious about my money? I mean, Interscope owed me money for 9 years, and I got my money. They had to pay me for ringtones going all the way back from Candy Shop in the club. I had the highest ringtones of any artist. Back when ringtones was the thing, I had the highest selling ringtones. I had like the top 3 top selling ringtones ever. And it took a while to add the money up, and it came out to like 24 million. That was like my cut was 24 million. So it made like a lot more than that. You understand? And the problem is that's how 50 was able to rebrand the G Unit, put out the 2 CDs that he did, um, and put out the Animal Ambition because it was free album. You know, he did a whole lot of deals that helped him put out a lot of material. At that time, but now the money is different. The climate has changed. The music business has changed. So 50 pivoted more into film and entertainment than just music. Buck, this is basically all he's got. But he doesn't understand the business aspect of it. So naturally, he's going to go, and his loyalty has always been to the bag. Look how he did Cash Money. after they took a chance on him. And Buck is talented. Don't get anything twisted. Young Buck is talented. But his main problem was he can't decipher what's best for Young Buck. See what I'm saying? He can't decipher what's the best move. You understand? Young Buck went ahead and decided that 50 Cent was right there to make a deal to sign with G Unit. He took off his Cash Money chain and threw it in the crowd. That tell you right there everything you need to know about Young Buck. Right? If you take your chain off and you go in there, heave it into the crowd. Cash Money didn't disrespect you. They just didn't pay you like you thought you should be paid. He thought you should be featured more instead of in a group. So when you got a deal with G Unit and a chance to leave, you disrespected by taking the chain off and throwing it into the crowd. Threw your Cash Money piece away, right? So when you did that, that just let people know you only loyal to the bag. When the money ain't coming in no more, you're going to get disrespectful. See, people show you who they are, right? They show you who they are. It's up to you if you want to believe them or not. You see what I'm saying? So all of these things come back to play, right? G Unit starting to go down a little bit. They're not popping no more. You know, they're not what the in crowd is. Buck gets bad and want to leave because the money ain't there no more. He got all these troubles with taxes, all these problems going on, and nobody's bailing him out. As long as everybody keep bailing him out, he's cool. Once nobody can really bail you out no more, now you want to go solo. Now you want to break off. Now you want to do you. When you created your problem. You had ample opportunity to take your money, invest it, and have money. You know, you could have been writing for a bunch of guys out there in the business. You know, you could have brought some other these guys up under you and all of these things. And I do feel Buck on that. He has ran into a lot of negativity in his own hometown about a lot of people he helped. And I understand how that process is. If he's helped you, if Young Buck has helped you, and he's never crossed you, no matter what he decides to do with his personal life, or what's happening to him professionally, you should never be able to disrespect that man. You understand what I'm saying? That man has helped you, and he didn't cross you. If somebody helped you and didn't cross you, I don't see how you can, in your heart of hearts, just sit there and clown that man just because somebody else waved a bag. I know I could never do that, but another human being, they can come along and get that praise. I couldn't do that to somebody that helped me because in my heart of hearts, I know I owe him. In my mind, that's how I do it. I'll be like, I owe him. There's not a human being walking around out there that can say, man, he owed me something. I did this for him and that for him, he owed me. They can't. They can't. They know I either did something for them in return because, one, I don't like to owe. You know what I'm saying? So I like to move forward and handle business the right way. So on that note, Buck deserved that respect from his homeboys. Okay? If he's helped them. But Buck has had opportunities to do a lot, and he screwed up. But just because you screwed up don't mean that everybody is supposed to bail you out, and your loyalty is only cool if they're helping you. Then you're not with them at all. And then, all of a sudden, you got other issues where you have city boy over here, and you want to go bounce off and do your own thing independently, and that ain't working. So you can't really move off your contract, and you sign to a bad deal, and you can't get off because you owe, and now you mad because nobody would let you go out your contract. And he's holding you to your contractual obligation. So you came back the second time around and joined the unit again. Fifth got the money and got everything back right. Brought Buck back in the circle. That was the thing he probably shouldn't have never done. But it helped Buck. Fifth brought you back in. Everything was everything. But that's because the money was back. Then things didn't really blow to what everybody thought it was going to be. You know, people running into problems, you know, doing these shows. People got to do for them. Money ain't looking right. Now it's time to reveal. Now it's time to open the books. You owe me back money. I've been calling you. You ain't answering the phone. Now you done blocked me on social media. You know, all of these things come out now. Every time it's over money, you start to see people's loyalty. They fade like footprints in the sand. Now what is he gonna do? Because you still in this binding contract. Now you done found some lawyers who think they can, you know, legally finagle 50 Cent and his lawyers and his team to getting you some money out of the deal, which means they're gonna get themselves some money out of the deal by telling you they see some money, right? Because 50 done put a stop to your videos that you was putting out. My thing is, why wasn't you doing all this work back then and putting the mixtapes out, putting out all this stuff? You could have been making these videos on the internet, but you ain't had to go nowhere. You could have still been cool with them, dropping these videos, making your money on the side, and trying to get your money up that way. I mean, to me, it's a very disappointing situation because the unit had probably one of the best lyrical duos together since the Locks and Wu-Tang. I mean, really, that combination, Lloyd Banks, Buck, Kid, I mean, lethal. It's lethal. All that talent in one room. Come on, man. But anyway, man, don't forget to support the page. Donate to the Cash App. It matters. You know, we can do more live videos when guys do that. Talk directly. You know, cover some more subject ground. Or you can click the link and hit up the Streamlabs so I can read y'all messages. I'm going through some today. Y'all are really crazy. But I'm going to shout you out on the next one. It's your boy, Sino. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Y'all have been slacking on that, you newbies. Anyway, I'm out.